Alright guys, we're gonna do some proper testing now with the Unicorn Awakening. So this unit is breaking the game barrier for the moment, a slight power creep if you will, of a 5% defense shred to the enemy. So what Unicorn actually does, on paper is pretty weak. I didn't like the design of this unit. They put one of the debuff on the map attack, which you can only use it once. But the only real reason why you want to use Unicorn is you have this. Defense down by 35%, so a lot of unit have this in multiple different areas, either in beam, physical, special, you name it. But when you are pairing it up with Banagher, Banagher actually gives you an extra 5% defense strat. So improve decrease defense weapon effects by 5% additively. So the way they're rewarding it is obviously pretty wonky. It's understandable, but long story short, once you apply the defense down, once you pop this right here, instead of 35%, it's actually 40%. So in this video, we're just going to be trying out how impactful is a 40% versus maybe a 35, 25, and incrementally. Obviously, it's not going to be like as impactful, but I feel like moving forward, we're just going to be seeing this a lot from from the pilots. I feel like with the general weapon from the unit itself is not going to change as much, but they're slowly adding in a lot of extra effects via like the EX character abilities for the UR pilot specifically. They're starting to add a lot more of these like really unique ability. It makes it where like, oh wow, if you're not using it, pairing up correctly, you're not getting all these buffs. Because Banagher, when you have the MP max out, you're getting an additional support attack as well. So this is also our first unit that you can do 3 support attack as well when you have MP up. So it's really important to keep the MP up for Unicorn, because if you don't, you're losing that. So that's pretty important, honestly. But other than that, we're just gonna be doing some damage comparison, or I want to say just do some damage benchmarking. So I'm gonna just hop in with this team by itself, and then subsequently I am just gonna add in some screenshots with, let's say, 35, 30, 25, 20, and etc. defense down, so you guys can respectively see the difference of it. Unicorn itself should hit pretty hard because we are a max out UR supporter, so the damage from Unicorn is not what we are looking at specifically. Specifically, we're trying to see how much after debuff can Hanu actually do. So let me just give you guys a base right now of what Hanu can do without applying a debuff. So Hanu, before doing any without prior to debuff, we can land 84 minus that, so it's 64. Just a base Hanu right now. So post debuff, let's see what's that gonna looks like. I mean, activating this doesn't really matter, honestly, because I'm just trying to debuff. That is like the main job. So let's just do that right there. Okay. Alright, so when we look on the unit info from the enemy, we should see a whopping 40%. So, dude, that's crazy, man. Alright, Hanu is up. And the other thing that I was trying to test is, does it actually stack? Does the extra 5% actually stack on an enemy? It actually doesn't. The 5% is, it is just that. You don't get anything else on top of that, so that is like, you can't really double dip on it. So there you go. So we jump from essentially 64,000 now up to 111,000. So that's pretty impressive if you ask me. And when we add this, you just add like an extra 47k on top of what you would have been doing. So it's not as much. So Unicorn by itself, I wouldn't call it the damage like anything groundbreaking, but the effects that is going into it is astronomical. So I feel like moving forward, a lot of units are just going to be doing a lot of like these additively adding into whatever effects you're doing. Maybe even for the next attacker type units, they might toss something in similar fashion. Who knows? But yeah, that's pretty good testing. So you guys should probably see the other screenshot as well, using debuffer ranging from 35, 30, 25, and 20, and etc. I mean, 20 is just kind of like an abysmal number. I feel like 25 is a good range where most debuffs are. If you're talking about defense, like 20, why do you even bother running? You know what? You know? So I think that's what we're going to keep it as. But let's actually hop into some Eternal Roll, maybe the Unicorn series, and we'll kind of see how effective Unicorn is. Alright, so we got the hard difficulty Eternal Roll for Unicorn series started up. Something that, like, the only complaint I have about this unit is I'm not sure why they didn't classify this unit as a new time machine. This is literally the only thing that's driving me crazy. I have no idea. It virtually doesn't make sense why this base unicorn is in there while the awakening version is not in there. I have no idea. And is there anything that we can do to petition them to actually add it back in there? That would be great. Like, to be honest with you guys, like, we actually needed that. But yeah, we don't have that. Well, like, what can I actually say? Like, what can I do to have them add that? But let's start out with this. So I never actually take a look at this. So we actually have these friends unit as well. I'm not gonna activate. So if I were to attack these guys, I get block. These guys? Okay, I do have enough damage without. Okay. This one wouldn't work. Okay. I'm trying to build up the MP. This one we can hit because whatever. Who's actually oh, no one's supporting me. Gotcha. So I can't hit you guys either. This one wouldn't work, and this one directly wouldn't work because there's two support defense blocker right there. So this one is kind of like the best bet. It does have some of the lower HP, so this would be the route to take if you guys are looking at it. Then okay, we have a lot of blockers actually, kind of annoying. So can't do much. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold on that thought real quick. Gonna check you out as well. Perfect. Alright, I mean, I might as well just do this then, you know, just knock it out. Oh, how about we do this? Why is Unicorn not in range for that? Should be. Oh, because we're not. Hold up. Where are we at? We are right here. We don't have enough damage for that. This kind of stinks. Alright, I'll hold that thought for now. Gonna work on this direction first then. It's not gonna kill, huh? And let's do that. Alright, I might just have to bait it out with this unicorn then. So whatever. It's only like the first turn. I'm not trying to make like a big deal out of it. Oh, this actually, wow, there you go. DPS unicorn actually kills. What do you know? That works. That actually solves a lot of problem then. Yeah, that's a problem with like the awakening unicorn because it is a supporter at heart. So there's just a lot, realistically speaking, you can't really do. So now we can, oh, we can't even snipe this. We'll do that. Nice. So you have to kind of like target like the less HP units and you should make it work. I don't mind taking that damage right there. It is kind of essential for that. I will pop this right here. And then gonna have to kill you. Ooh, hold up. So we are debuffing first. So, and how much damage is Angelos Gyazulu's do naturally? 60k. Alright, so we apply the debuff. Gonna do this actually. I just want to see how much damage we can do. Okay, so we gotta slow mo this real quick. Okay, So we get 82. And then Angela's gonna come in for 85. Nice. So we kind of went up by 25k in damage. Pretty impressive, I say. It's not bad if you ask me. Definitely not bad. Let me pop that. Range on it sucks, obviously, but not much I can do about that. We can do this as well. I'll just do that because we have to take out everyone. And look at that, Unicorn is 3 MP. Look at that, or sorry, 3 bars of support. So that is wonderful. All right, how about we do that? That's nice, very nice. All right, here comes the other unicorns. Oh, these are 100% mobility down and they have a guaranteed hit. So let's not use those because they do cost a lot of energy. So we'll just kind of save those for now. Oh, wow. Pretty interesting concept, if you ask me. I can't, oh wow, I can't even take that out. So I might have to attack you instead. Alright, let's go for that. So it seems like all those defensive units are a problem. Now that I'm looking at it. Do you have, yeah, you do have lower HP. Alright, so let's go with that. And we're kind of done for now. Alright. Evade. We didn't even need that. Okay. Should have saved that for like Sinanju or something. 210 or 209. Wow. Crazy damage. I'm surprised the base unicorn is holding out that well. Surprise, surprise. I mean, it's only at 1 star, but still. Being able to output that much is kind of insane. Yeah, but let's see how we're doing. So, just by itself, we're doing 136. Still pretty good. It's not bad. 40% down. Right there and then. So I'm gonna see how much our attack is going to be with this unicorn. Let's see, 280 already. Wow. Can we? And we do need it because you're blocking. You're without blocking is 168, but with that, okay, let's go with that. Insane damage, like debuffing this guy is crazy. 90k because it's already defending. 168. Good. Like in theory, we should have popped this right here, so that's gonna give it a special weapon. And I'm pretty sure Banaj, like this unicorn, has it. One of the weapon beam tempo has to be a special. Yeah, so we could have actually do some more damage, but the sad thing about this unit is it's like the awakening, or sorry, is you have awakening debuff on the as the map attack. That is literally the only killer for this unit, but I mean other than that, it's super good. Yeah, we simply go to this space, just plow through it pretty much. Like I don't even think we need that much units given the performance of this of what we're doing right here. Yeah. Energy, I am a little bit of a concern on that. We are kind of running a little bit dry, I must say. Okay, I messed up. Now I can't take you out. That's gonna work. I think Banshee can do it. Let's just have Banshee kill. And we'll auto it. Nice. And there's that. Alright, we are done. I know some of the hard difficulty is not really much to show for, but at least it gives you guys kind of like I guess a good impression of like how strong a 40% debuff is, because it is powerful. Like there's no denying that. And given the fact that this is kind of like the first iteration of like a new power creep that we're seeing. So I do expect, man, with like the attackers, like even like these, I don't want to say their ability may get the same treatment, but for sure, maybe like a next limited time uh, damage dealing unit could get something like that. And this is not to say that Burning Kingdom is not like this. Burning Kingdom is just as powerful as like this unit is, but it's in a more active role. But there you guys go. Just a quick showcase on the Unicorn Awakening, and I'll be catching you guys all on the next one.